Well, connected play is the ability, what we found in our 17 years of research at Zia Design is that games are one of the things that people like most about playing games is the ability to play together. So it's the fun of collaboration, competition, Schadenfreude, assisting each other, gratitude, generosity, all these wonderful emotions that come from games. And in fact, being able to connect remotely, either through synchronous play or asynchronous play, is not only one of the four things that people like the best about games, but it's actually the one that creates the most emotion. We call it, people fun. And when we see people playing together, we see more emotions, a wider variety of emotions, more frequent emotions than when they're playing on their own. Well, what we've done is we've looked at everything from Tetris to Halo, people playing at home, school, and work, and young and old, and male and female. And what we found is that players really like the four keys, the four things. There's the hard fun of challenge and mastery, which is this frustration leading to fiero, the feeling of like I won, yes, I got it. No word in English, so I use Italian, the word fiero. Then there's the easy fun. So once you're done with a challenge or it's too hard, you go into this easy fun mode where there's exploration, role play, which is driven by the emotions of curiosity, wonder, and surprise. So at Grand Theft Auto, going from point A to point B, I can do that on the mission. That's the hard fun of the game. But at any point in time, the game offers me things like it'll let me drive any car I want, and then it offers other things like plate glass windows, freeway exit ramps, and then it's up to me to, as a player, to interact and see how they all put together. Then there's a serious fun, which is more about the interaction to change how I think and how I feel and how I behave. So what we've got there is people playing Brain Age to get smarter, Dance Dance Revolution to lose weight, playing Halo to blow off frustration, or WoW to blow off frustration at my boss at work, or playing WoW just to stay in touch with my friends, which is the last one, which we've already talked about, which is people fun, which is people using games as an excuse to spend time with their friends. People will play games they don't like. People will play games even though they don't like playing games, just for that connection with friends. We use amusement. We see amusement the most. People laughing. That's the biggest key that they're interacting socially. But the real emotion that they're going for is that feeling of social bonding. It's that feeling of friendship that happens after play. That's the really strong thing. Everybody has a friend that can make you literally roll on the floor laughing, right? Once you can get up off the floor and start breathing again, there's that feeling of closeness. And again, no real good word for that emotion in English, but it's the emotion around social bonding. And in a connected environment, what's interesting is that we have the games that allow more open types of interaction, open styles of interaction between players, actually create more social bonding. So a closed chat system where you can only send out fixed responses really limits the amount that players can interact, and the feeling of being close to these other people is really reduced. A lot of this revolves around the inability to create social tokens, what we call social tokens. An example of that was you can imagine everyone has these little catchphrases or these little secret things, or inside jokes, oh, that was a long story. In my case, it's my sister and I, if my sister says the word mango to me, I am on the floor laughing. Anyone else says mango, sorry, not gonna get the same response. But if she does it, that's where I go. And the ability to create these, unique, new special meaning type of things, and then pass those tokens back around, that creates a lot of social bonding. I really don't like this word term social capital, where it's like, I build up social capital with you like a bank account and then I withdraw. No, that doesn't quite work, because what happens is that the more that social token goes around, the more the mango goes around between my sister and myself, the more emotion that goes around it, and then the closer that we feel. So it's more the velocity of the money as opposed to the value of the money itself. And then you expand that out to a player base of 1 million or 13 million. Having an open system where they can all modify the game in a certain way really helps helps people give that opportunity to bond together. Well, what we've seen is amazing. We released our model in 2004, the Four Keys to Fun, and through that model we have seen the success of a number of different things in the industry. We predicted that the winner of the next-gen platform console wars would not be the ones that went after the next generation graphics, faster AI, better hardware. but in fact it would be one that would deliver a new experience. Enter a few years later the Nintendo DS and the Nintendo Wii. We then also predicted, and that's curiosity, that's the easy fun. We predicted also that people really used games to improve how they think, how they feel, and how they behave. And that predicted the category of, brain age, brain fitness, real fitness categories, like the Wii Fit, which is now, going head to head with Grand Theft Auto in terms of unit sales. It's like, that's crazy, right? And so what we're seeing now is the whole emergence of social games, which is the keynote we're having here at this conference. The ability for games to offer a very lightweight structure to facilitate social interaction, that's really going to change the industry fundamentally. It's no longer about these highly rendered, intense, immersive experiences, as fun as they are. Those will be pushed aside for ones that make me laugh at my friends or with my friends, whatever. But that ability, that strength, who wouldn't want to spend more time with their friends? And at Zeodesign, that's what we're helping our clients do. We've got these, we're looking at small, simple social games that do two things. They improve quality of life and they unlock human potential through play. And that's, I think, where the game industry is going. We're really at a time like we were several years ago with a fundamental phase shift where we're going from, there was a big shift in the industry in terms of who worked in it when we went from 2D to 3D games. Now we're going from 3D games to social games, games in the real world, games where the real social interaction is happening. And that's going to require entirely new types of gameplay, entirely new sets of features, and new talent to bring them to the table, and new financing models.